It's funny, you guys hear me talk about competition. We don't have competition. Who is our competition? Who else is moving like us in this industry? Tell me who it is. They just don't exist.
Did you catch that? My price still going up like NASDAQ. We send shots, make them duck like Affleck. All this fake news, can we bring the facts back? Never backtrack, still on the up and up. And nobody catching up to us. Every time we double down, then we double up. So if we keep winning, can you really call it luck?
Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to meet everyone in person today. It's been just the Zoom faces, but today we have our all hands meeting. Get to meet everyone in person.
How are you? First off, obviously, it's awesome to be back in a room with everybody in one place, or most people, I should say. In the last 5-6 years, we've really pivoted into something really special and unique. And, it's because we're about the people. Like, at the end of the day, we are very people first. And that's awesome, because companies that are not people first today are fucked. It's that simple. I look around, I look at a Natalie nodding her head, I look at Morgan, we could talk about our stories, and everybody has some sort of a story that's not the most positive, rosy story when they started out in commercial real estate and were told they had to do things a certain way because they've always been done that way. That was good for me for the first maybe 10 years of my life, and then and we had some success, some big wins operating that way, and then I got to a certain point and I was like, but I don't really get why it's done this way. It doesn't make sense, and I'm actually going to start changing that. So I started out on this journey with Kenny to create Sabre.
We are creating an ecosystem, a new ecosystem for commercial real estate. Jason's absolutely right. There were a lot of people that were woe is me, a lot of people looking to do the same thing, and Jason just said, screw that, I'm not using state boundaries anymore. There's not enough big box deals and traditional stuff going on. Let's break the mold. And that's what we're doing, and I think everyone here is in the ground floor of something that's going to be really big.
For me to stay in brokerage, there was very few places I would go. I've been in it a long time. There's a lot of it that isn't that interesting to me anymore, and I'm happy I'll tell that to anybody. But there are interesting opportunities to create, a lot of which don't exist or didn't exist. And I knew Sabre would be a great place to go, because I said to Jay, the things you're doing, particularly around the the public-facing side of Sabre, make me just uncomfortable enough to know that it's probably the right thing to do.
So Jay, through the Digital Army, introduced me to Gina and Brittany, and even in small meetings, they would listen to my ideas. And that was honestly the spark that was like, who are these people? Do they give me a platform? And they've elevated me in a way that I've never had in my career.
I love working here. I very much get to be myself all the time, which is amazing.
I think what we wanted to create was something that didn't really exist out there, where we could choose the clients we wanted, along with dressing how we wanted, things like that. Yeah, from there we've been on that track, and I think how we interact with clients, whether they have one store, 50, whatever, we treat them all equally, and I think the way we've built it is we could take any company from 0 stores to hundreds just from our real estate knowledge.
I'm Morgan Krasinski. I am 4 months into Sabre, and I'll tell you, it's probably the best leap of faith and decision I have made in my entire life. I started joining a bunch of rooms, and I was in a very small room one day with Jay, and it was one of the first times that I had actually gone up on stage and talked. It was about new school versus old school commercial real estate, and Jay talked. I really liked what he had to say, so I went to his bio, read his bio, went to his Instagram, DM'd him, and I was just like, hey, I just need some advice on being a newbie in commercial real estate and things going on in the retail aspect. He told me I was stuck and that I was probably not gonna get to where I wanted to get to, so He was like, Morgan, you will learn more in 6 months than you will in 10 years. And I was just thinking to myself, okay, this is fucking nuts. I don't even know. This is like really good, too good to be true. I don't even know if this guy's faking it or like if he's just really confident in himself. I don't know. I felt this feeling that, okay, this is an opportunity, you need to just take it, just go with it. So I did, and I was just telling my fiance this, I've never felt like I belonged somewhere so much, so.
That's the crazy part of like Zoom and social media and all this other stuff where we pick up Morgan from the airport yesterday. It wasn't as if we were meeting for the first time, like at all, right? We're in a car all day yesterday. It was as if we knew each other for a long time and spent a lot of time together in person, which wasn't the case. And that's why I know how powerful like these tools are, because you can really create meaningful relationships with people through these tools and so on and so forth. But Morgan said yesterday, which meant a lot to me, that if this didn't happen and you didn't take a chance on me, you probably would not be in the business.
Oh yeah,
Which
I said that
is
during the
crazy.
meeting the other day.
I was going to be a financial analyst if not, and probably would have hated my job. So, I love the meaningfulness of what we do.
And it was really all the social stuff that you guys have heard, which I wasn't allowed to use any of that background to post on social. And they were constantly calling me into the office, take this down, don't do this, don't do that. And then a year and a half later, after they had told me that I cannot post any of this stuff on social media, asked me to speak at ICSC in regards to how I use social media to grow my business, which was a little ironic. And it was at that meeting at that ICSC after the speech that Beth Azor came up to me and was like, how do you like CBRE? Like, what's going on there? Are you making money? I was like, I hate it. And no, I'm not. And she said, okay, I have somebody for you to talk to. And I DM'd Jay on that afternoon. And that was, I guess 6 months or so before everything started going down. And here we are today. To be honest, that's what I really love. I love the marketing aspect of it. I love being able to reach people. I love the fact that Jay's leading this change in terms of content creation and being a digital marketer first. It's really been a home for me, and it really feels comforting to know that can leverage that experience. A lot of guys in my position take that experience and they sell like kitchen equipment, or they do bullshit jobs for food vendors, and I had no interest in that, nor did I want to open up another restaurant. So I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I really look forward to creating something new here with everybody.
Over the past 10 years, just working alongside Jay and Kenny and helping to grow from where we started to now, it's just been such an amazing journey. And the way we've pivoted over the last 4 or 5 years to be more of a national advisory firm, it gives me so much excitement for the future, because it's like we've come so far in 10 years, but I feel like we're just scratching the surface to what we're going to become. So it's just like, all the hard work that we put into it, it's like paying off now, and seeing all the new faces and meeting you guys from all over the country, it's just super exciting, and it just makes my heart smile. So.
Seeing the transition has been incredible, and I look forward to seeing what comes next.
It's been a great run. I'm excited to see what the future holds, and we're just getting started. 10 years is not a long time.
Fake news, can we bring the facts back? Never backtrack, still on the up and up. And nobody catching up to us. Every time we double down and we double up.